today. I think it's like 100 degrees, something. So, as usual, I'm gonna take off my slippers. As soon as I sit down to read, I get so hot. All right, we got people checking in. Hi, Alma. My husband's in the background making fun of me. I should kick him out. Hope everybody's doing good. As you guys can see, today we're reading Little Red Riding Hood. One of my favorites. Hi, Natalie. Oh, hi, Austin. Hi, Lori. All right, we got people checking in. Yay. What time it is? Oh, we still have like 3 minutes, so. Little funny story. When I was getting dressed, my husband looks at me and he's like, I thought the hood or her cape was black. Like Little Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood. Joking. He says he was joking, but so. Hi, Joe. I wonder where Andy is. He usually logs on right away. So I'm excited because after we're done reading, John is coming up here. Oh, thank you, Lori. John is coming up here because we are going to compete in another YouTube challenge. Since he beat me by like a millisecond the last challenge we did, I need to redeem myself. So we're doing the brain freeze challenge. So as soon as we're done reading, we're gonna do that, and I hope I win. According to John, he's never had brain freeze, so I had it plenty of times as a child, eating my ice cream really fast. So I think it'd be fun to watch big old John get brain freeze. So, hi Sharon. Hi Rory. All right, so 1 more minute and we'll get started. I like to start on time. And it is so hot outside. So I do my readings upstairs, and anybody who lives in a 2-story house, they know like the temperature is always way hotter upstairs than it is downstairs. So it's like downstairs I'm freezing and I come upstairs and I'm hot. So, alrighty. Well, it's 4 o'clock, so I'm just gonna take a drink of my water really quick and then we'll get started. I see more people checking in. Okay, so today we are reading Little Red Riding Hood. All right. Hi, Cammie. And so this Little Red Riding Hood is retold by award-winning author Candace Ransom. So little quick history information tidbit. You know, I always like to talk about the book a little bit. Little Red Riding Hood was actually written originally a long time ago by an author named Charles Perrault. He is French, and he wrote Cinderella and Puss in Boots also. So he wrote those books, and then these authors called the Grimm brothers kind of retold the story in a very dark kind of way. So sometimes you'll hear people talk about how Little Red Riding Hood is actually a scary story, because there are scary versions out there. But we're reading the happy, not so scary version. So anyways, that's a little tidbit on some literature, and let's get started. Hi, Aunt Kathy. So this is Little Red Riding Hood. And there she is. All right. A long time ago, there lived a sweet little girl who was thoughtful and kind and loved to visit her grandmother. Her grandmother enjoyed the visits so much that she gave the little girl a special present. So here they are. She sewed the girl a wool cape with a hood. It was the girl's favorite color, a wonderful cherry red. The girl liked her cape so much that she wore it everywhere. First, she wore it to the store village. So there she is with her cape, going to the store village. Then she wore it to visit her cousins on the other side of the village. She even wore her cape to bed. Soon, everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. There you go. Hi, Susie. So there she is, sleeping in her hood. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother said, "Your grandmother isn't feeling very well." "I'll go visit her," said Little Red Riding Hood, "and I'll take a picnic." "What a good idea," said Little Red Riding Hood's mother, "and be sure to stay on the path through the woods." Little Red Riding Hood promised that she would, and she packed a basket with her grandmother's favorite foods, and she set off. Right. So there she is with her grandmother's favorite foods, starting on the path. Little Red Riding Hood skipped down the long, windy path as she always did on her visits, and she was very careful to always stay on the path. After a while, she met a wolf. There he is. "Hello," said the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood knew she shouldn't talk to the wolf, but he seemed friendly. "Hello," she said. "Where are you going this fine day, little girl?" asked the wolf. "I'm going to visit my grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood. "She isn't feeling well, so I'm bringing her this picnic with her favorite foods." Hi, Jocelyn. All right. So there's Little Red Riding Hood. There's the wolf acting so friendly. "And where does your grandmother live?" asked the wolf. At the end of the path, a sly grin came over the wolf's face. He knew that if he ran up the hill, he'd get to the grandmother's house before Little Red Riding Hood. "I'll gobble up the old lady and the little girl," he thought, smacking his lips, "and I'll gobble up that tasty picnic too." Not so nice, huh? The sound effects are my sound guy in the background, my husband. "Look at all the flowers growing in the woods," said the crafty wolf. "Why don't you pick some for your grandmother? Pretty flowers will definitely make her feel better." "Good idea," said Little Red Riding Hood. The prettiest flowers were far from the path, though. But Little Red Riding Hood thought that it would be all right if she just left the path this once. When she turned to pick some flowers, the wolf ran straight to Grandmother's house. See, she's so happy. And there's that little sly wolf. The door was unlocked, so the wolf opened it quietly and crept inside. He tiptoed into the grandmother's bedroom and found her asleep in bed. Suddenly she woke up. When she saw the wolf, she screamed. "Help! Help!" cried Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother. That would be a scary thing to wake up to, is a wolf standing next to your bed. The wolf grabbed her and pushed her in the closet and then locked the door. "Be quiet," he said, "or I'll gobble you up now instead of later." The wolf quickly put on a nightgown and a cap. He hopped into the bed and he pulled the covers up to his hairy chin. At that moment, Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the front door. "Grandmother," she called. "Come in, my dear," said the wolf in a very high voice. So there's the wolf pretending to be grandmother. Not a very pretty grandmother. There's Little Red Riding Hood. And this is my favorite picture of the book, because you could see she ended up getting flowers. Little Red Riding Hood went into the bedroom. She stared at her grandmother lying in bed. Her grandmother looked very strange, and Little Red Riding Hood was afraid. "Grandmother, what big ears you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf. So there's Little Red Riding Hood. You could see the look on her face. You could tell she's just a little concerned. "Grandmother, what big eyes you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf. "Grandmother, what big hands you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to hug you with, my dear." Well, she notices something's not right with her grandmother. "Grandmother, what big teeth you have," said Little Red Riding Hood. "The better to eat you with," cried the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood screamed. This was not her grandmother, it was the wolf. Suddenly the wolf sprang out of bed. He tried to grab Little Red Riding Hood, but she leaped away, light as a leaf in her cherry red cape. The wolf grabbed air instead. There he is, he hopped out of bed. He's trying to grab her. "Hi, Jonathan." But he missed her. So let's see what happens. With a yelp, the wolf tumbled out the window and rolled head over heels down the hill. He was never seen again. Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother pounded on the closet door. Little Red Riding Hood let her out and they hugged as tightly as they could. "Thank goodness that's over with," said the grandmother. "What happened?" So there's that not so nice wolf, going down the hill. There's Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. This is my second favorite picture of the story. "Mother said you were sick," said Little Red Riding Hood, "so I brought you a picnic lunch, but I left the path to pick flowers." "Well, I think you've learned your lesson," said her grandmother. "I'm glad we're both safe." Then Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother sat down and enjoyed their visit together. It was the best one they've had yet. So there they are. So, the end. So, like I said, this was retold by Candace Ransom, and there's tons of Little Red Riding Hood versions out there. People retell it all the time. They retell it in different languages. Some of the pictures always look different. Her outfit always looks different. Some of them are really, really sweet. Some of them are really, really scary. It just depends on what you like. So that was Little Red Riding Hood, told by Little Red Riding Hood. And so now it is time for our YouTube challenge. I am just going to step away real quick and call for Haley and John to come in here, and then we're going to do brain freeze. So just 1 second. So they're coming up. I told John to be up here at 4:15, but we finished a little early. So I'm just we're gonna scoot this back so there's room for John and I to put the book away. Put it there. I got our picnic. And him and I will use this table. And so, I'll explain it really quick why they're bringing the rest of the stuff up. So this is Brain Freeze. I'm doing a version of it that I got off YouTube, and this is basically John and I are going to be challenging each other on who can eat these 3 frozen foods the fastest. What's gonna slow us down is we're probably gonna get brain freeze. So we're gonna start by eating these push-ups, okay? So we'll take the wrapper off and we gotta eat the ice cream, all of it until it's done. Then we are both going to eat 2 small scoops of ice cream. And then we're gonna finish it with slushies, okay? And Haley's bringing in the slushies. Thank you, Haley. Okay, there's slushies in here. Haley's gonna record for us, all right? So, John, are you ready?
No. Yes.
How do I flip the camera? Right here?
You can't flip it. Oh, is it flipped?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, John, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you gonna sit down?
No, we're okay.
sit down.
So we're both gonna stand. So I was just telling them the rules. Okay. You know, whoever eats it the fastest, it's push pop, ice cream, then slushie.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hey, you're such a cheater.
Okay.
All right. So Haley, you say on your mark, get set, go.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
On your mark. Get set. Go. Come on, go, 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 go. Oh, John just took a first bite. Oh, Mom.
It's so cold.
Faster, faster, come on.
So cold.
It's okay. Mom, I think, is beating you.
Done.
Oh my God. John, what is going on?
Cold.
Didn't I say, isn't it gonna be fun to watch big old John and his brain freeze?
Okay, now you're taking off time.
Oh.
So now he's catching up. Look it. Now he's on to the ice cream.
Oh.
Come on, John.
Oh, so cold.
Haley, are you gonna cheer for me?
Yay, Mom. Go, Mom, go. Oh my gosh, what the heck? This is like a talent,
It's like
Mom.
torture.
I'm surprised how good you are at this, Mom. Hi, Aunt Kathy. It's me.
Oh my gosh.
John, just give up. Just give up.
No.
Mom, you're like way in the lead.
Like burn my mouth. Ignore the pain.
Oh. It's burning my chest.
All right, now John is on to the slushie. Well, John can drink things really fast, so this may be your downfall, Mom.
The straw sucks.
Do we have to stop?
Don't use the straw then. Just drink it from the cup. Uh-oh. I think John might beat you now. He takes really big gulps. Hurry, Mom. Drink it.
It's burning my chest.
John takes really big gulps.
I'm supposed to continue after seeing that?
Ew.
Ew.
Oh, I feel it in my head. I've never felt this before.
I was telling them how you've never had brain freeze. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Jeez, there really wasn't that much of that slushy in there. Can you guys hurry up?
We're trying. This one burns.
The audience wants to see a winner. You're done?
No, you have to come in here and swallow it.
Oh, wow. What happened?
I had him up until that slushy.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yay, winner.
All right, so that's John 2 and me 0 wins so far, but I'm gonna find something I can beat him at.
Say thank
So-
you, because John was on a diet, and that just completely ruined
Oh,
his diet.
thank you, John, for ruining your diet for us. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. My whole chest
I'm gonna throw up.
and my everything's like burning because it's so cold. So I will see you guys on Thursday. Don't forget to vote for what book you want me to read on Thursday. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Say bye, John.
Bye.
Bye.